Now, as an MP candidate for South St. James and the Deputy General Secretary of the People's National Party, she brings energy, clarity, and an unshakable belief in the power of communication. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming to the stage the Queen of the South, Nikisha Burchell.
Good evening. As a millennial politician, it gives me great pleasure to inform you this evening that the PNP has changed things up. This manifesto in 2025 will be available to you on all the streaming platforms available. Our party leader will tell you about it. It will be on Apple Podcast, it will be on Amazon Music, SoundCloud, everywhere you can click, you will find the People's National Party's 2025 love letter to the people. And this year, the manifesto is also available in our native tongue in the Jamaican patois. You want to hear a little bit of it? Give me a little some.
We're going to take out all of this tumbling block them way in the
Turn it up a little bit.
The rural initiative to deliver it. We're going to take out all of this tumbling block them way in the Pitney School. The rural initiative to deliver education, RIDE, I go pay part of the bus fare for primary and high school picnic. We live in an area them where JUTC bus no run. 20,000 picnic, I go get up to $10,000 a month time based on how much them need. Through the program, ensuring adequate sustenance to education is every primary and high school picnic when I have it, I go get at least one plate of cooked food for eat a day time.
Yeah, that is our Jamaican patois, courtesy of the People's National Party's Manifesto 2025. This, ladies and gentlemen, is democracy at work. And if you left from your homes across this country to be here this evening, know that this love letter has been sealed with the kiss of the People's National Party, and you are witnessing democracy at work. Do enjoy the rest of your afternoon.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for one of our Deputy General Secretaries and, as we love to say, the Queen of the South, Ms. Nikisha Burchell. Now, as you have heard very clearly, this manifesto is meant for the people. And so we've allowed it to be available in diverse options. So you're going to be able to download it from Apple Podcasts, from Spotify, and or patois version is going to be circulated on WhatsApp. It is accessible, and one of the ways that we answer the questions that people have about how we will break it down is by allowing that to be accessible in the language that we speak every day. The love for Jamaica must also mean a love for all things Jamaican, including our language. Job well done to the team that has been coordinating up to this very moment to ensure that we have our plans ready and available. Now we're going to be diving deeper into the manifesto, and to open the floodgates for that depth of conversation this evening, I'm asking you to invite the leader of our noble movement, and as we ask the Jamaican people to ensure is so, the next Prime Minister of Jamaica, who is able to stand before us with integrity, a strong record that we can trust, one who believes in opening up opportunities, and of course, a love, an abiding love and respect for the people of Jamaica. Please make welcome our very own Mr. Mark Jefferson Golding.
Ladies and gentlemen, comrades and friends, I just want to acknowledge the officers of the party who are here, I want to acknowledge the officers of the party who are here, all our candidates, members of the diplomatic corps who are here, well-wishers. It's really an important evening. Jamaica stands at a decisive moment in our journey of nationhood. The People's National Party is ready for the mission ahead, and I'm honored to be entrusted with the historic task of leadership. I respectfully seek your support and pledge to respect it by working hard and honestly for you every single day. While the macroeconomic numbers have improved steadily since 2013, due to bipartisan commitment to a sustained program of fiscal reforms, the daily reality faced by our people is very different. Wages cannot stretch, prices rise daily, public services are substandard, young people have too few opportunities, and communities across our country are trapped in poverty, crime, and neglect. Stability in the public finances without quality of life for the people is not prosperity, and is why the people of Jamaica are clamoring for change. We understand both the progress and the pain because we have walked this road with you. We were the architects of Jamaica's celebrated macroeconomic reforms, from the key elements of the fiscal responsibility framework to the modernization of the revenue system, bringing the nation's debt under control and allowing a regime of inflation targeting to be introduced. Prior to all that, our party initiated the fundamental social reforms that decolonized Jamaican society and created lasting programs like PATH for our most vulnerable, the National Health Fund to support affordable health care, and JADEP for our seniors, which is a drug for the elderly program. We built institutions like the National Housing Trust and the Jamaican Urban Transit Company, and modern infrastructure like the major highways, expanded seaports and airports, and enabled investments in modern telecommunications and the transition to renewable energy through entities like Wigton Wind Farm and the large solar projects that were initiated under our watch. But the benefits of national development have not reached far enough. Interior roads in every parish are in a deplorable condition. Many communities do not have access to water in people's homes. Urban blight and decay plague our cities, while rural Jamaica has been left behind. Farm roads are often impassable. Irrigation is inadequate and outdated, and our farmers lack the tools, machinery, and support systems to produce and to prosper. This manifesto is our plan for a new chapter built on our vision, Jamaica Love. It stands on 10 pillars: justice for all, access to quality education, modern infrastructure, agriculture and food security, innovation and industry, care for the vulnerable, accountability in governance, land and housing, opportunity for youth, violence prevention, and environmental resilience. These pillars are a compass. They will guide us to invest in people, close the gaps between uptown and downtown, between tourism zones and rural parishes, between the well-connected few who thrive while the majority feel neglected and dejected. We will protect economic stability and leverage it into inclusive and sustainable growth, creating a new era of opportunities for those who are now excluded from prosperity while tackling corruption and the abuse of power in governance. Jamaica time come to lift our country higher. Time come to lift our country higher and build a future that belongs to all of us. Let us take this journey together. Thank you.
Plenty of people run for leadership and promise to walk with you, but then they walk away. Plenty of people.
In every constituency, on every issue, the People's National Party has assembled the strongest, most diverse slate of candidates in a generation. From doctors ready to heal our broken health system, to educators building a smart Jamaica, business people growing the economy, legal minds defending justice, and community advocates speaking truth to power. This is a team chosen for competence, compassion, and commitment. Led by Mark Golding, a good man with a good plan. This is not politics as usual. This is a team to rescue Jamaica, rebuild our future, and restore pride in leadership. Jamaica, time come. In every constituency, on every issue.
Tell the truth, this look and feel like politics as usual? No, this is not politics as usual, ladies and gentlemen, and it is reflected in the vision broken down in our Jamaica Love plan. We know that we have a leader who cares, who understands the intricacies and the intimacies of the Jamaican realities. And from his track record as a legislator, we know that he can build the framework to fix it. And as you can see from our slate of stunning candidates, all 63, he can mobilize talent to get the job done for all of Jamaica. Thank you very much, President Golding, for setting the tone and laying the framework. And now I ask you to join me in welcoming, as we explore the first pillar of Mission Jamaica Love, justice for all. A lady who has spent her days, and I suspect nights when we can't see, preparing for her presentations in the nation's Senate. She is a voice of courage and a champion for fairness in our laws and in our society. Please, a rousing welcome for Senator Donna Scott-Mottley.
My fellow Jamaicans, party leader, the leadership of the People's National Party, and my brave, wonderful comrades who will be embarking on a successful battle on September 3rd. I bring you love. To my comrades and my friends, this mission on which we have embarked is wrapped in love, framed with good thoughts, always concerned about the well-being of the Jamaican person. And that is why our manifesto speaks to justice for all. Because justice demands more than laws. It requires an environment that upholds the dignity of all who serve and all who seek justice. We are committed to upgrading and expanding the physical infrastructure of courts across Jamaica to ensure that judges have a secure and functional chambers, that court staff must work in conditions where they are comfortable so that they can actually deliver to the people. And litigants, the most important persons in this context, especially, you will forgive me, rural, because I come from country, in rural and underserved communities, will feel that they have been taken into consideration. They deserve facilities that reflect the seriousness of the matters to be considered. As you can appreciate, at the very top of our agenda will be constitutional reform for sovereignty and for justice. Because if you love your people, you must give them a place where they feel appreciated and valued. And so we will pursue constitutional amendments through a transparent and participatory process that engages shareholders from the ground up. We will be speaking to the church, to trade unions, to civil society, to all actors in this great design crafted in love, and we will roll out a consultation process. We'll be hosting public forums for Jamaicans to debate and recommend constitutional reform, so that when we provide you with a constitution, you will feel that it belongs to you. We will be implementing school and community outreach programs, because that's where it all begins, with our children, as we build a new nation alongside them. Of course, we'll be launching broad public education and awareness campaigns, all aimed primarily at the outset with replacing the British monarch with a Jamaican president chosen by the people and accountable to the people. We will make the Caribbean Court of Justice the final court of appeal. We shall replace the United Kingdom Privy Council, and have a court which brings justice at the highest level to our people. We shall strengthen parliamentary accountability. We shall introduce impeachment and recall. And we shall have committees chaired by opposition members, because trust me, that is how you ensure that everybody upholds the values which they pledged to do when they took the oath under the Constitution as they were sworn in. We shall have a discussion and consider fixed election dates and term limits, and this is no idle promise. And to those of you who are not here but are listening, we shall expand the Senate to broaden representation to include the diaspora, persons with disabilities, and the Rastafari and Maroon communities. Inclusion for all. We will also prioritize legal changes that reflect our identity and deepen justice. You heard our manifesto in Patois? Well, we will recognize the Jamaican language as an essential part of our Jamaican identity. We shall protect historically marginalized groups, particularly people of African descent, through a national ban on hair discrimination, a reparations advocacy framework grounded in international law. We shall have legal protection of our ancestral spaces and our cultural practices. We will have full recognition of Rastafari as an indigenous religion with associated rights. And we will reach an accord with Maroon communities to give a modern interpretation to their ancestral treaty rights. You think we're done? No. We are going to be advancing gender equity, protection of the elderly, and the rights of persons with disabilities. We will implement a progressive beach policy by reviewing the Beach Control Act. We will guarantee public access while balancing tourism and private use. We will join the International Criminal Court to reinforce Jamaica's commitment to global justice. And comrades, Jamaicans, we are going to be expanding the legal services provided by the Legal Aid Clinic to ensure that persons who have constitutional matters or civil matters who cannot afford to retain a lawyer will be able to do so, ensuring that justice is not reserved just for the wealthy. We will complete the long-promised review of the Domestic Violence Act, which was introduced under our government, and we will implement the recommendations to hold abusers accountable. We shall provide parish facilities to provide places of safety and support for victims. We will enact a basic financial services law to establish minimum services which we, the consumer, should be provided with, so that our complaints will be heard and our concerns will be taken into account by financial institutions. That, too, is a partnership. It's only a glimpse into our future. We have a man who passed the most legislation ever in the history of this country. And it was legislation designed to uplift the people at every time. So, comrades, the word is love. We bring you love as we bring you justice for all.
Plenty of people want their leadership